All right. Shalom, Yashala. Call Halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah Wahara Kakodash Brakathum. I like to give double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Akyam pushing his truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Aquat out there listening. Back at it once again. Another another year wrapped up, pretty much. Today is December 31st, 2025, man. And this year has moved. I mean moved, man. A lot, within my personal journey has happened very fast. Everything within the camp. And then just all the news, man. And matter of fact, bury me Baba Koshad, let me see. So like you buried me Baba Koshad. So like yeah. Let me see. Berryman Bubble Shop. Let me see. I think it's close to a year Trump has been in office, if I'm not mistaken. You know, it's gone by very fast, man. Yeah, so yeah, I believe it's been a year, right? Yeah, it's been a year, so that year went by fast with this Trump administration. A lot of things have occurred, man. Now you have the airstrikes in Nigeria happening. Now you have Trump and them messing with the docks in Venezuela of alleged drugs being moved along those ships and what have you, man. So it's so much going on, man. And call Allah Yabashim Shah, man. This is a beautiful time, you know, because we're almost out of here, Akyam and you Akwat out there. We don't have too much more of this, man. Time is sped up very fast. Okay, this is Revelation chapter 12, verse 9, starting at verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with them. Okay, so these demons that we have, okay, alive and well, man. Okay, they're these elite. Okay, the government which is set up, and then you have what your trilateral commission and so forth. You have a lot of different branches, man. Okay, you have your let me see. You have your G20 summits, of all these world leaders and what have you, man. You have so much, going on, man, that because behind closed doors we know then I just made mention of the name that's like the Trilateral Commission, right? So I just made mention of that, man. Okay, that's your Trilateral Commission, or your bankers who's paying who's paying for all this infrastructure and so forth, and these plans. That's, which it's the will of Yahweh Bashim Yashah, but you have those people put in place to make all these moves happen. Okay, but that, guess what? That great dragon was cast out. That old serpent that's talking about Esau, man. Okay, the Lord made it possible for Esau to call the shot, so make no mistake. Okay, verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, Now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. Okay. Now, hey, we get on our people, because our people, what? Our people are going off. Our 2/3 of our people are wicked. But E acts like he has no contributions to that. You've utilized and capitalized off Jake's wickedness and have Jake at the forefront of the wickedness, promoting it and so forth. Okay? From various things. Okay, you promote gambling. You promote the alphabet community. You promote everything that can destroy a man and his whole being, man. Okay, but on the flip side, that's where Yahweh Shem Yashah comes in, because this is all the will of the Heavenly Father. But we know, like, hey, bro, we know to stay away from that through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yashah. Okay, but E is in that spirit that he's ready to play the blame game, man, and he's doing a hell of a job. Okay, he's doing a hell of a job. That's why the Lord set him up, because he's the guy for the job, man. Okay, so that has to be understood. But E is out here accusing everybody, but bro, your E is always the culprit. You allowed you allow for these women to be gassed up with all these college degrees and so forth, and women's liberation. Now especially the so-called black woman is destroyed, man. These women are destroyed, man. Destroyed the nuclear family unit. You've destroyed the job market. And you continue taking advantage of people, man. And inflation is off the charts. Everything, man. There's always a culprit. But you're always saying, see these people, man. See, look at them, look at them, look at them. But can't leave Jake alone. Can't leave Jake alone, man. It's like an attack. Everybody's seeing it. It's an attack on you so-called Negroes, you so-called Latinos, you so-called Native Americans, man. The 12 tribes. We've been telling y'all that through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yashah. Okay? I'll continue reading. Verse 11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto death. Okay, who's that Lamb? Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, man. Have we overcome? Yeah, we've overcome. Why? Because we now know the truth and who we are, and we could pinpoint who this goddamn devil is, man. We see the patterns. We see the BS. We see the plot, bro. The Lord put us onto the plot. Like, look, this plot about to thicken, which it clearly is. If and that's what our people have done, man. A lot of our people and some of these sellout ass Israelites as well have lost the plot. Jake just want to just chill here, bro. Like, man, like we always say, man, we got to do what we got to do while we're here, man. But we're not looking here to set up shop, man. Okay, we're not looking to set up shop. Okay, a matter of fact, let me qualify that. Bear with me, Baba Kushah. Salaki, I always miss that one with all the yellow highlights. Salaki. This is Hebrews chapter 13, verse 14. For here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come. Meaning we're seeking the kingdom. We're not seeking to just live some so-called weak ass fabulous life in America, man. It's done. It's overrated, and it's been found out. It's like it's it's not fun. You know, we had our little time in the sun really before the truth. Okay, I want to put that out there, before the truth, and of course, the best time we've really had here is in the truth. Really understanding how to be men, really understanding how to discern things. Be fair in judgment and so forth. Really how to sit there and be honest with yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. You know, having accountability. Because outside of that, you don't have to do that in this world, man. It's entitlement. It's selfishness. It's individualistic. You know, and that's why we want to get the hell out of here, man. That has destroyed our people, man. And once again, the culprit, Esau, man. We got every goddamn citizen here in a damn hamster wheel, man. A rat race. It's a rat race. Why are animals? I'm sorry, Salakia. No. Why are people and animals even aligned in that manner, man? Which the Most High made us greater than animals and pets, which they have their place and they're beautiful. But bro, the alignment and the comparison, man, is a real slap in the face. Oh, it's a rat race. Yeah. For a very small piece of cheese that people are able to even accomplish to get to, man. This is Revelations 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. Okay? That woe is destruction, man. And that's not a light thing. Okay? We're seeing more and more stuff, man. And everything has been a shit show. Just due to the simple fact, man, hey, the Most High has E set up, so E's doing what he's supposed to do. And we can never lose sight of that, Akiah. The devil's going to be the devil, man. Okay? They're ready to continue with the blame game with us. Oh, look at these guys. Look at these Israelites. And they pissed at us because we're telling the truth, man. We're no longer falling for the banana in the tailpipe, bro. Jake has woken up. It's like, nah, bro, this is pure BS. And that's derailing E's plan. Because it's like, oh, they not with it. Nope. Sure not. A lot more Jake is waking up like, man, this place is trash, man. And then you have your Jake who really thinks that things are gonna so-called go back to normal, man. So-called normalcy. Like, nah, bro. After 2020, there's no turning back. There's no turning back. And it's just a trip for me just saying 2020, here it is. On little New Year's Eve ball drops at midnight. It's 6 years have passed, man. And we've seen a lot within these last 6 years. Okay? Let me read this in its entirety. This is back in verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Okay? He did that, man. And like we say, Trump, the good thing with Trump, he shook a lot of you proud ass Jake up too, man. You think this place is just gonna go forever and you just gonna get to, like, nah, bro, this place is terrible for our people, man. This place overinflated our people's ego, and once particular things was because it was foul, with the whole DEI shit. Y'all niggas created it, Esau. Jake really don't put no rules in place like that, man. You got the Congress, you got the Senate, you got the House, the government branch, they, come up with bills and they pass them. And if I'm not mistaken, particular ones that a judge may put a halt on, but as you see, Trump, his first year in office, that ink on that pen is not dried, bro. Before the ink can dry on one executive order or one new new piece of legislation passed, hey, Trump on to the next one. Okay? Trump is on to the next one. You had your whole DEI thing, which slashed a gang of jobs from the, I think it was over 300,000 Eve who got laid off. And unemployment is going up for the so-called black woman. Still going up for the so-called black man. Okay, for you Jakes out there, the SNAP thing, hey, that shook a lot of people. The government shutdown. It's a lot that happened, man. It is a lot that happened, man, and it's more to come. It's more to come on a grand scale, man. Okay. Matter of fact, this always has to be a reminder too. Let me see. Bear me, Baba Kushah. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. It will continue to rust, okay? It's going to show forth. Like, this nigga is not slick no more. Very sloppy, just tacky, okay? And he don't care. He got that boldness, whatever little swag he got, he hanging on to it, and he don't care. He don't care if you on the streets. He don't care if you got anything to eat. He is with the shits, okay? He is with the shits, man. Especially, we've seen what 2025 has done. What the Lord has. Now what the Lord has in store on how he gonna move, man. It's gonna be something else, historical, man. Okay? I'll continue reading. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. And that's gonna be another wake up call for you, Jake, man. Thinking he's gonna change his way and be all open arms towards y'all niggas. Nah, man. He is not a good person, bro. Nigga's not your friend, man. Okay? And this, a lot of this just had to be done. It's going to continue to be done. Okay? This is Matthew chapter 18, and this is Yahweh Shah HaMashiach speaking. This is Matthew chapter 18, verse 7. Woe unto the world because of offenses, for it must needs be that offenses come. Okay? But you see that? I'll reread that again. Woe unto the world because of offenses, destruction. Okay, this place ain't gonna be here too much longer. We not gonna be here too much longer. It's about to be some serious change, bro, through prophecy. Okay, and this is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His true name is Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. Okay. For it must needs be that offenses come. Okay. But woe to the man by whom the offense cometh. Okay. These people aren't going to get away with talking shit about the men of the Lord and talking about Yahweh Shah either, man. Okay. That's where you go off at. You just, and this goes for 2/3 of you niggas out there too. Okay. Who think, man, ain't nobody worried about that Bible. Okay. Just keep on living and stay tuned. Because a lot of things are going on in the spirit. Hell, we're catching hell. We're being tried. Okay? But any little friction comes in your life, bro, remember all that fly ass talking. Don't you dare throw the word empathy around in 2026, man. If you didn't take heed to Yahweh Shem Yahshua and his men, and you shit on Jake, you shit on men of the Lord, and you talk crazy. Don't you dare throw that word around, empathy, in 2026, man. It goes for you. This goes for all you heathen, and it goes for 2/3 of you niggas, man. That's why the Lord says, "Woe," okay, to the world, to destroy this place, man. Okay, verse 8. Wherefore, if thy hand or thy foot offend thee, cut them off. Okay, this is talking figuratively, not literally. Okay, symbolic and parabolic. Okay, it's not talking about you know. But hey, but in other countries, hey, you know what I'm saying? I believe in the was that India? Was it uh cut your hands off for for stealing? You know, that's overboard. You know, if you steal something, like, you know, you're supposed to pay back, you know, the worth of of that stolen item. You know, you pay that debt off. You don't literally cut your hand off. You know, but then too, they're not of Yahweh by Shemai Shah, right? You know, let me continue reading. Wherefore, if thy hand or thy foot offend thee, cut them off and cast them from thee. It is better for thee to enter into life halt or maimed, rather than having 2 hands or 2 feet to be cast into everlasting fire. Okay, so you don't want to get caught up uh with your sins, man. Okay, that's what it's going into, man. Stop, whatever's causing you to offend. Stop it. Okay, stop it, bro. Because once again, the culprit, the culprit, OE, he's not going to stop. Satan's not going to stop. Okay. Don't let your offenses cause you to get destroyed. In other words, man, don't just, add sin upon sin. Don't continue to be a nigga, cut it out. In other words, verse 9, and if thine eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee. It is better for thee to enter into life with one eye rather than having 2 eyes to be cast into hellfire. Okay. And from that, you should literally know not to gouge your eye out, right? It's just say, if this is, causing you to offend, stop it, pray fast, put action towards it. In other words, don't continue to add sin on top of sin and be a nigga, man. But this world isn't gonna, stop. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And through the Spirit, like, look, the Lord gonna put the Spirit on us to have mercy on who we're gonna have mercy on, just like He has mercy on us, right? So that's why I said what I said. I never thought, through the Spirit I'd see the day to, hey, the Lord gonna put a spirit on us, man. Kind of have more of a cold approach towards things, man. Oh, somebody, you just ain't gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? I can't help you. I got to worry about myself in the Akion. So it's a lot. It's gonna be, that spirit is about to be is about to increase Akiam as well. Okay, so says prophecy, and this is Yahweh Shah Hamashiach speaking. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Okay, verse 13. But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. And that's clearly talking about the elect, man. Okay, we don't have the option to sugarcoat anything. Can't sugarcoat prophecy. If something's gonna get so something's gonna be wild, hey, you give every description you possibly can, but just know, ain't no lies being told, through the scriptures and through prophecy. Verse 20 in Matthew chapter 24. But pray that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. Okay? Because it's, and we see what's going on, man. A lot of people hitting that record button, crying their eyes out because, bro, people have said they've literally had over 100 applications, bro. You remember, like, it comes times like you could literally just have You back in the day, you didn't even have to fill out anywhere between five. If you did 5 or 10, that was doing a bit much. But guess what? At least 5 out of those 10 places were called back, and you had the opportunity to actually interview and be hired. Their jobs are hiring here and there, but man, hey man, the grinding is ceasing as well, right? So it's hell out here, man. Okay, let me read that again. But pray that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. So a lot of our people, man, are catching hell. Bros are catching hell, but we understand it. You know what I'm saying? These people pressing record and what I'm gonna eat, how I'm gonna pay my car payment, how I'm gonna pay my rent, how my babies. Hey, you got to figure it out. Okay, we're figuring out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. That's where our power source is coming from. Okay, verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Okay, this is about to get made. It's about to get major out here, or it's like it to continue to get major out here. It's big. His big dog status, bro. This is man. This is a time to be alive because things are about to speed up even more and get more rough out here. Verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Whew. And that's a comfort when I read that. And I say that because, hey, I talk, we interact with people who are not in the truth, bros. We go to work. We got coworkers. We go grocery shopping. Brothers go exercise and so forth. We're human at the end of the day, right? But guess what? A lot of people are saying like, man, the days are going by fast, man. Or people like, man, where did 2025 go? That's a comfort, bro. That is a comfort to hear people say that. First and foremost, it's a comfort for me to read this. So let me correct that. It's a comfort for me to read that. But it's just like when prophecy plays out, it's like it's dope because people seeing it, but they not fully understanding it like we are. When they be like, man, and this scripture's going to pop up. Matthew's going to pop up like, dang, these people seeing it, but not really knowing. You know what I'm saying? This is for our sake. If we're, if I'm of the elect. But I know I'm amongst some elect men. I put it to you like that through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Okay. Verse 23. Then if any man shall say unto you, lo, here is Hamashiach, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise false Christs. Okay. Hamashiachs. Okay. Messiahs. Okay. That word Hamashiach is Messiah. And false prophets, okay, we're seeing tons of those. Hey, those are even Israelites who know the truth, who playing games with the word of Yahweh Shem Yahshua right now. Then the wacky tacky Christians, they're through, okay, and other people are through. If you're not coming in the name and the sincerity of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, to hell with you, okay. And shall show great signs and wonders, and so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. And y'all not going to be able to do that to men of the Lord, man. You're not going to be able to do that to the elect. Okay, all that tackiness is just like, go somewhere, bro. Go hit record somewhere else. Go hear yourself talk somewhere else, man. Go rent out a podcasting area. There's tons of deals on the internet. Tons of podcast equipment you can purchase through Amazon. Have at it, bro. But as far as, because we ain't about to be out there too much longer anyway. So then what y'all gonna have? Then when you can't bank or when you can't get clout off of Yahweh Shem Yahshua and his men, then what? But that's all I have on this, man. And 2026 is going to be something else, okay? So says Yahweh Shem Yahshua, right? A great tribulation, baby. Okay, days shortened. It's about to. Hey, he knows that he has but a short time in Revelation 12. Things about to, be taken to another level, man. It's also with our faith and trusting, and then just judgment and the miracles and workings of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, you know. But that's all I have on this. And Abaratazah, this has been edifying for the body. So once again, with that, I'll say, call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Waharakah Kodash Brakathum. Once again, I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and bishops and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Akyam pushing this truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Akwat out there listening. Shalom.